This current is trying to wreck me, like castles of sand, castles of sand. My fear, like an enemy army, is marching again, but I'm making a stand. You surround me on every side. Your love is my armor, I fear no evil. Darkness runs from your light, so I won't be afraid, I won't be afraid. You're going before me, and oceans are parting. You're fighting my battles when my feet are failing and my heart is shaking. You're fighting my battles. Oh, time after time, you're my refuge. You heal every scar. You're guarding my heart. Your promise, the hope that I cling to. My rescue, my friend. You come rushing in. You surround me on every side. Your love is my armor, I fear no evil. Darkness runs from your light, so I won't be afraid, I won't be afraid. You're going before me, and oceans are parting. You're fighting my battles when my feet are failing and my heart is shaking. You're fighting my battles, fighting my battles, fighting my battles, fighting my battles. In my weakness, you are strong. Every trouble you have overcome. In my weakness, you are strong. Every trouble you have overcome. In my weakness, you are strong. Every trouble you have overcome, you have overcome. You're going before me, and oceans are parting. You're fighting my battles when my feet are failing and my heart is shaking. You're fighting my battles, fighting my battles, fighting my battles, fighting my battles, fighting my battles. You're fighting my battles, you're fighting my battles. I definitely don't think that the timing of this song is a coincidence. This song was released in 2016 by one of my favorite bands, The Afters, and in the years since then, I've sung along with it many, many times. I put this on a list of songs that I wanted to cover about 2 years ago, and then just recently decided that I wanted to cover it and release it in January. What I had no way of knowing when I decided that was that this week would end up feeling like one loss after another. And honestly, by the end of the week that I recorded this, there was more a sense of sustained grief than of victory. I found myself asking questions like, if God is really fighting my battles, then why does it feel like I'm losing here? One day when we were picking up groceries, these questions are rolling around in my head, and my 4-year-old pipes up from the back seat of the van and says, "Hey, Dad." He says, "We don't have to be afraid because God is with us and he will never leave us." Psalm 8:2 says that God establishes strength out of the mouths of babies and infants, and apparently also out of 4-year-olds. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that God takes my imperfect attempts at parenting and uses it to plant seeds of faith in my children. I'm grateful that God is strong in my weakness. I'm grateful that God is near to me when I am brokenhearted. And I'm grateful that the story isn't over. I'm grateful for a God who is fighting my battles, and even when it feels like I'm losing, the victory still belongs to him. I really hope that this was an encouragement to you. I know it was like a lifeline for me. If you have a story that you'd like to share or a battle that you're going through, I would love to hear from you. You can leave me a comment anywhere that you're watching this, or you can message me directly via email. And I'll see you soon.